Welcome back, everyone. My name is Matt Trotter, and this is Hockey Related. Today we're talking about Michael Kesselring.
Little drop, Kesselring shoots, he scores! His first in the NHL, Michael Kesselring.
Keller dancing in, feeding Kesselring, he scores!
Kesselring again, he shoots, he scores!
Lowry is one tough cookie. Good for Kesselring. Oh, he's chucking him.
He's just 1 point behind him. Is a chance and a goal! It's Kesselring!
Cooley looking around across, Kesselring, he scores! Michael Kesselring! And the OT winner sends him home! And Keller will flip one in. A chance to the front, and Kesselring has scored! Kesselring, wrister, he scores! And Michael Kesselring, in his 100th game, has tied it at 1. Keller has it. Out high, Kesselring, and a wrist shot, they score! Moved along, Kesselring, he scores!
He's on Putia, Kesselring and Severson are going to go here.
Wow! That's a follow-up, isn't it? A spinning pass by Ian Cole finds Kesselring, drives to the net, and he scores!
The other way, it's Kachuk Caulfield. Ready, Kachuk, Kesselring shoots, score!
Wow.
A rocket up top, Michael Kesselring opens up the scoring. It's 1-0.
Kesselring has inherited a rich heritage from each side of his family tree. There are key differences, but the heart and work ethic we see in Kesselring on the ice can clearly be seen in his ancestry. Is King Kesselring a descendant of royalty? We'll find out. Kesselring played for the Northeastern University Huskies. His freshman year, they won the Beanpot, which is an annual ice hockey tournament among the Big Four universities in the greater Boston area. They defeated Boston University in double overtime for their third straight title. Kesselring opted to go pro after his sophomore year and was drafted by the Edmonton Oilers in the 2018 NHL Draft. He played for the Bakersfield Condors of the AHL until Arizona traded Nick Bukestad on a 50% contract to Edmonton for Kesselring and a 2023 third-round pick. Arizona re-signed Bukestad the following summer and made 4 picks in the third round, but I didn't recognize any of those players. But Edmonton's loss was our gain with Kesselring. The 25-year-old 6'5" defenseman had his first career goal against the Buffalo Sabres on December 11, 2023. He scored Utah's first ever home overtime winning goal on October 19, 2024. He played his 100th career game on December 7, 2024, where he scored a Gordie Howe hat trick, which is scoring a goal, an assist, and getting into a fight all in the same game. This was also the first ever Gordie Howe hat trick for Utah. On October 24, 2025, his shot was clocked at 103 miles per hour, the hardest shot ever recorded since the NHL began tracking. He played all 82 games for Utah, and he finished with just shy of 30 points this season, with 22 of those coming at 5-on-5. The 2025 Men's World Championship gold medal was Kesselring's second time representing the United States on the international stage. His first time was in 2024 at the Men's Worlds. Kesselring played 7 of those games. Genealogy is the study of family history and ancestry, tracing lineage and relationships through time. A 2022 study found more than half, or 53% of Americans, can't name all 4 grandparents. This demonstrates a gap in key information about more recent family history. If there's any advice that I could give or any suggestion that I could make, it would be that people go in and start recording the history that they know now, even of the living people that they know, their parents or grandparents, brothers and sisters, and start recording that now, because that information is going to be valuable down the road and in the future. Michael Kesselring was born January 13, 2000 in Florence, South Carolina, to parents Casey and Chandra, who met at Merrimack College in North Andover, Massachusetts, where she was playing basketball and he was playing hockey. Chandra was named to the 1993 New Hampshire All-State All-Star basketball team by the Boston Globe as a senior out of Manchester Memorial. In 1996, as a senior, the 6-foot power forward was named co-captain of the Merrimack women's basketball team. She also was a member of the Merrimack Basketball 1,000-point club. She was inducted into the Manchester Memorial School Crusader Hall of Fame in 2006. And interesting, her father, Michael Applegate, was also introduced into the same Hall of Fame in 1994. In an interview last summer, Michael said that he thinks he got his athleticism from his mom and his hockey from his dad. Kesselring's father, Casey Kesselring, was born in Cambridge, Ontario, February 5, 1974. He started playing junior hockey at age 16. After leaving Merrimack, he played professional hockey in the ECHL, which is a minor professional ice hockey league, from 1998 to 2003. And then he served as a minor, high school, and junior head coach since 2003. Michael Kesselring was born in South Carolina, where Casey was playing for the PD Pride, an ECHL team. Michael's younger brother, Mason, was born in Chandra's hometown of Manchester, New Hampshire, where Casey started coaching for the Pinkerton Academy. Casey coached both Michael and Mason in hockey. Relative Finder is one of the tools produced by the BYU Family History Lab. It leverages data and relationships in the Family Search family tree and can show users how they're related to friends, co-workers, religious leaders, historical figures, and more. If you have a free Family Search account and have entered your family information, you can see how you are connected as well. Family Search has a similar feature where you can go in and see how you're related to different people. I like the pages because it shows you the images of them, whether they're leaders or entertainers. You can click on them and it will show you information about them as well. The advantage of Relative Finder is that you can look up not only yourself, but you can look up your relatives, or you can see how you're related to other people. Whereas on Family Search, the tool allows you to see just the people that you yourself are related to. Casey Kesselring is the 5th generation of the family to live in Berlin, Waterloo, Ontario. In the 1840s, Daniel Kesselring immigrated from what is now Germany. German heritage has been concentrated for a long time in the city of Berlin. Berlin was also known as the second capital of Ontario because of the influx of German immigrants. Around the time of World War I, the city was renamed from Berlin to Kitchener. Even today, the largest Oktoberfest in North America takes place there. German is the second largest immigrant group to Canada in the 19th century after English and French. Around 1800, the first German-speaking Mennonites came to the region from Pennsylvania, having purchased a large tract of land and creating a large German heritage majority in the area. Since 1830, most Germans have been arriving directly from Europe, while those from Pennsylvania were the most numerous until about 1840. But in the 1840s, Canada West experienced an influx of German immigrants who left Europe due to social and political upheaval. Some sources estimate that roughly 50,000 Germans came directly from Europe and settled around the Waterloo region between the 1830s and the 1850s. The Kesselrings were among them. A third influx of Germans came to their area around the time of World War II, again because of social and political upheaval in Europe. On the other side of the family, Chandra Applegate, Kesselring's mother, Eva Comack Applegate, also came from a town named Berlin in Kess, New Hampshire. It's a small logging town that experienced a boom in the early 1900s. Many immigrants from Canada, Norway, Russia, Ireland, Italy, and Poland moved to Berlin for work. Eva Comack's father, Kolonik, was one of these immigrant workers from Russia. For a period of time, Berlin, New Hampshire was known as Hockey Town, USA. The two high schools in Berlin, the Berlin Mountaineers and the Notre Dame High, dominated New Hampshire hockey. The mills closed and the workers left, and the town hasn't been the same. Berlin has had a continual population decline since the 1960s. But on that same side of the tree, we're going to ask the royalty question. Does Michael Kesselring have royal blood? And the answer is yes. He is a direct descendant of one of the most powerful and controversial queens in European history. The star series The Serpent Queen dramatized her life. Michael's 16th grandparents are Henry II and Catherine Medici. Queen Mother Catherine, or the Black Queen, was known as a strong leader and a force in Europe. Because of her ties to Rome, religious turmoil and the Civil War plagued her reign in France. Both of her parents died within 21 days of her birth, and she was raised with her cousins. The de' Medici family were closely tied with the Pope, and she was raised as a duchess in a palace in Florence, where artists like Donatello and Michelangelo, two of the three Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, as well as the famed Nostradamus, also resided. When Catherine was 14 years old, Spanish King Charles V sacked both Rome and Florence. Catherine's life was put into danger, and she was called to Rome to be married to both save her life and to spread the influence of the new pope. She was married to Henry II, who was also only 14 years old, to help strengthen the relationship between Italy and France. The couple did not have any children for nearly 10 years, earning her the nickname Catherine the Black, because it was thought that she might be infertile and could not provide an heir to the throne. However, Catherine and Henry eventually had 10 children, 5 sons and 5 daughters, 7 of whom survived infancy. Their first child was Francis II. Their other sons included Charles IX and Henry III. She also helped to raise Mary, Queen of Scots, in her royal court. Mary and Francis II were married when he was 15 and she was 17. Henry II became king after the passing of his older brother and father. He was not a strong leader and took many public mistresses. However, his early death from a head injury while jousting made Catherine Queen Mother, as their children grew to be the next kings of France. She wore black for the rest of her life following Henry II's death, furthering the nickname the Black Queen. Michael Kesselring is a descendant of Catherine and Henry's daughter, Claude Delavoir. Apparently, there was a TV show on the CD network called Reign, and seasons 2 through 4 were based on her story. One last hockey-related fact I came across this week. Broccoli was first introduced to France in 1533 during the wedding of Catherine de' Medici and Henry II. Shout out to Broccoli Brandon and to Veggie. Not everyone can find a king or queen in their family tree. It is a common desire for many people to have royalty or Native American ancestry. But for me, finding stories like the Kesselrings and their German heritage, or the Russian Komaks in Berlin, New Hampshire, are more unique heritage stories and reflect more on the people that they are descended from. If you like what you've heard, please like or subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please add them below or by contacting me on the various social media channels. I'll see you next time as we talk about how we are all hockey related.